What is up? What is up? Also, huge shout out, Young Scarface. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Not just a member, you're a priority member. So don't you worry, we will get to your request in a very timely manner. How you doing today? Welcome in. All right, we are in the subscriber only chat day. Noted, hardly anything happened in the markets. I'm currently in a trade, and you know what? It just, oh man, today was boring. Absolutely boring in the markets. It was so sideways. Is what it is, though. All right, let's dive on in to a bit of the news. I'm going to change it up on the news today. I'm going to go through the tweet or the Z's, I don't know, the tweets that I didn't post in Discord, and then we're just going to move right along. Anyways, I'm good. How are you? I'm doing fantastic. Just so bored with the market. So very bored. Anyways, looking at the top one, XRP Ledger self-healed after brief downtime. So, XRP Army, hang your heads down low because you had so much congestion apparently, you went down for a while. I don't think it's very stable for the banking system if you're going to have struggles like that. Just saying. But, the incident highlights the network's resilience and ability to recover. So great, it recovered. Awesome. Without any help manually. No idea what the problem was. Hopefully they decide to figure it out. Hopefully. Moving right along, the FDIC releases a trove of documents related to its subversion of the U.S. banks that were providing services to the cryptocurrency industry or considering doing so. So pretty much FDIC was going against every single bank that was trying to offer any type of crypto servicing. So that was the basically shutting down of banks that we saw a few years back. Yeah, that's partially thanks to FDIC over here. So good for them. They're releasing documents showing how they were doing that. Anyways, Michael Saylor's strategy, formerly MicroStrategy, has fourth consecutive quarterly loss as the company faced a $1 billion impermanent charge against its Bitcoin holdings. That is a shame. Hopefully Michael Saylor didn't overextend himself like I was a little worried about. And that's probably helping the lack of Bitcoin movement. It's because this guy isn't pumping the markets non-stop. Anyways, moving along from that, Tether dives into AI. So this one was actually pretty interesting. It's worth a read. I'm not going to lie. I'll have to share this one inside of the Discord, but yeah, basically they're teasing AI-powered transaction services, voice assistants, and even Bitcoin wallet assistance. So they're trying to put AI into everything, which I don't know if that's good or bad because, you know, AI does gather a ton of data. It has to operate. So I don't know how I feel about that one. We'll see. Anyways, SEC lawyer that sued Ripple has resigned. So there's that. There's a win in XRP's book. Good for them. On Coin Market Cap, today's crypto moves. The SEC signals shift on token security classification. So that's kind of nice. Bitcoin dips sub 100K. And China's 15% tariff news. Okay, on the 15% tariff news, so I guess that's still looming overhead. XRP, LTC, LEO lead market as BTC cools. Yeah, LTC did have a really good move yesterday. I don't know if it continued today because I didn't have a chance to stare at the markets, but Sachs teases new U.S. crypto framework, so that's great to see. Anyways, another thing we should really pay attention to is this right here, Grayscale jumping into the SUI trust. So expect some weird moves out of SUI, even though their price action looks terrible. Their price action looks absolutely terrible. Scarface, you followed me on X? Sweet. You won't be able to see the things I like, but hey, you will see the things that I retweet. So actually, yeah, that'll be an easier thing. Everybody just follow me on X and I'll retweet all of these. It's really easy to do that. Real easy. Read the article. I don't want to. I don't want to. Alright. we're just going to retweet these as we go through them, so then you guys can get all the info of the things I'm retweeting. Anyways, this Sui Trust, I do think is going to be an interesting thing. That also means if it is up for the spot ETFs, expect sell pressure from Grayscale, because that's all they ever do. It's annoying. Also, apparently, Amazon stock fell 7%, even though they were stronger than expected on earnings in Q4. Who knows? But also, Trump's World Liberty Financial, they started buying up a ton of Ondo. So that's also pretty interesting. Between WLFI and BlackRock, Ondo is getting a bunch of buying pressure, but we will be looking at their chart. Their chart doesn't look good. So I'm really confused, but whatever. And then, of course, Utah is now going to make a bill or try to pass a bill for a Bitcoin reserve. So, cool. It could be the first state to buy Bitcoin. I thought Arizona already did it. Whatever. Maybe I'm wrong. And then also, here's the biggest breaking news of the day. Ethereum's average gas price drops below 1 joule to 6 cents. That is absolutely amazing. So we're going to see how that ends up working into the Ethereum network. That is actually really amazing. So there's that. Anyways, that's all the news updates that I have for you. Let's get this out of here. Let's put it right there. Right there. All right, we're going to get into the list of things that I want to see. And don't you worry, Scarface. We are going to be looking at H-bar already. I'm currently in a trade, as you can see here, and the trade is going okay. I'm shorting OM. Anyways, let's go ahead, get to Bitcoin real quick, dive into the analysis on the big guy. So, looking at Bitcoin, we're focusing in on the daily here, because I think the daily is what matters most. Well, I mean, sure, we're consolidating, we're sitting in neutral territory, but we're not doing anything. Not at all. And I'm still focused in on this bearish divergence. And then we had another pop up, slightly higher high. Bearish divergence still there. Still there. I'm waiting for the dump. I'm really just waiting for the dump. And until it goes up, I'm bearish as shit. I knew that you would. Add Soul if you don't have it, please. I do have it on the list, so Scarface, don't you worry. This list is right there for you. The list today we're going to be looking at is BEL, OM, Ondo, XRP, XLM, Link, AVAX, Soul, GFI, and HBAR. So if whatever I am looking at is something you want to see, there you go. There's the list right there. And then I'll take all requests as soon as I'm done with this list. We're only going to be focusing in on the daily time frame because this market has been doing nothing. It's nothing at all. This week has been just awful. I mean, if we look at the previous day on Bitcoin, it finished the day at negative 0.06%. Talk about a nothing day. It did nothing. So anyways, right now it seems like it's trying to catch some bids, but when I zoom in, it doesn't look great. It kind of looks like it's ready to dump down a little bit. So, of course, I'm shorting the market because I am biased. As soon as we break out of this downtrend, hey, maybe I can get bullish again, but until breakout, I am bearish. So that's what I am right now, bearish as shit. Let's go ahead and check out the liquidation heat map. So checking it out on the 24-hour time frame, it looks like I'm not the only one bearish. If we can push up to 98,164, there's $46 million ready for the taking. Yet, Bitcoin looking like a limp noodle. So that's kind of too bad. Like button. Listen to Rich. Hit the like button. Checking out your weekly. So on the weekly here, we've been looking at this recently. It's like now there's starting to become more interest in the longs. If you're noticing this from yesterday, there was a lot less longs than there are now. So I think this is a chance for market makers to start stealing some liquidity. We are getting awfully close to the end of the week. I don't know why we haven't moved into all this liquidity overhead if we were bullish. There is tons of liquidity up here. It's just feeling like the bears have full control and they're trying to get people to load up on longs so they can dump this thing. But I could be wrong. We could be hyper bullish tomorrow, but with the U.S. economic data coming out, it is not looking good. Currently, I think Wall Street is a little offsides on their expectations when it comes to the unemployment rate as well as the non-farm payrolls and all that. I think they're a little offsides. Earlier in the week, just to recap, we had less job openings. Today, we had more jobless claims and more continued jobless claims while the worker is making lower wages. And now we're going into what's the unemployment look like. I don't think the markets are going to be favorable if we see any type of bearish news at all. So I do think that's partially why the market didn't move at all today, because Wall Street's really just sitting there like, wow, we have been off on our expectations. We're probably going to be off on this one too. So got to be careful out there in the crypto market. This is the easiest place for them to draw liquidity. Easiest place. And then also it's back on the table for recession stuff. And then the Fed, they're sitting there, oh, we just want to keep rates the same. Whatever. So we'll see how it all pans out tomorrow morning. I believe the data will come out at 5:30 a.m. for Pacific Standard Time, which means 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So pay attention to the markets around that time. It could be volatile. Anyways, let's go ahead and check out BEL, because I was staring at BEL all day because it looks bearish to me. So I do want to show it to you guys so you guys can make your own distinction. We're going to see what it looks like on the new day. So right now on the daily here, you can see we are cooked. We are overbought. We're hanging out up here, and it does look like we're about to get our first lower high. Going into our 4 hours where I had my assumption of lower prices, and that is simply because on your relative strength, you can see the absolute devastation you're getting just going straight down. And the fact that we are now lower than before, it's like, okay, cool, time for you to roll over and probably die. 39% downside was my target. We popped up a little bit higher. We hit that 786. So now let's just adjust this up. That is a nice wick to play off of as well. So you might be able to profit off this one. Maybe it does start coming down. You do have support sitting right below you at 74.14, but with all that bearish divergence, I think we're going to come down. I really do. Now your 1 hour time frame, this thing was giving me all the jollies, because right here compared to here, it is subtle, but it is slightly higher over here. You can see from that peak to here, yep, slightly higher, and guess what? You were all the way up here. Now you're lower. Hidden bearish divergence on the 1 hour. Let's send it, baby. I think in about 10 minutes, this thing might actually get ready to start dumping for us. So that would be great. You have the opportunity of 40% downside set up nicely for a possible short. That 786, that was a deep retracement. So could be nice. Could be. Anyways, moving along, we got OM and my current trade setup. So let's check that out. OM. So I showed you guys this the other day. On the 4 hour, you saw massive bearish divergence. Do I have a video about Fibonacci tool? I need to use those more. I do. It's in the education portion of the videos, so you can definitely find that in that section. But yes, I do. Let's go out to our daily here so you can see why I'm so bearish on OM. That's because we set a peak back here on our relative strength, and then we just hit a higher high, lower relative strength. And then on top of that, we hit another high with more bearish divergence. So everything's pointing toward this falling to the downside. I don't know how low it's going to go, so I'm just playing it to the 618. I'm looking for about a 12% move to the downside. No big deal. Going into the 4 hour, the bearish divergence still in play, but it looks like we are finally getting that rollover. Man, this thing wanted to hang on to those prices. It really did, but it looks like we're starting to get that rollover, so that's nice. We could see this thing fall about 12%. My profit taking level is at $5.12, so that's what I'm looking at, and then I'm probably going to look for many more opportunities to short this thing. But anyways, let's move right along to the next one, which is Ondo. So Ondo, huge in the news lately. Huge in the news. However, this just doesn't look good for Ondo. It really doesn't. You had a very sharp decline. You came up to resistance. You're trying desperately hard to break out of it. You're just not doing it. So if we get good news tomorrow, I think this thing could just fly to the upside. It could go crazy. Checking it out on the daily, though, you're getting held down by the 50 simple moving average. It is a very likely possibility you come back down to 108.657. However, this is an extremely tight range. We're going to have to really wait and see what happens because it is sitting in neutral territory on the daily. It does have every possibility to move up to that 203 level. Every possibility. But we're going to have to wait and see. As for fibs, we would look at this kind of like this, where we did get that bearish 5-0 on this wick high. Before we started falling down, we did not make it to the 1272. So it's still a possibility to fall. We'll see if it does. It does have a lot of momentum behind it. So it's I guess more of a risky style short, but usually anything that you use as resistance for 3 days in a row, it's like, come on, buyers, just give up. Anyways, that's Ondo. Let's go ahead and move on. We have XRP. So let's see how XRP handled after the weirdness. Oh, we're still falling. Damn, that's crazy. So, yeah, we could possibly continue down to 155. I've been saying 155 for a while. We'll see if it comes to fruition or if XRP Army finally decides to start pushing this thing up. I don't know how much bullish news it needs to get moving, but hey, it's doing its thing right now. Doing its thing. Anyways, on your daily, you're not oversold yet. It does look like the sellers might be cooling off for a minute, which is nice. Checking out your 4-hour time frame, it's meh. I mean, you're expecting a bounce, you're expecting it to go up, but you're just putting a little bit of distance between your downward trend line. So even if you do come up, you could just test it and come down again. So I don't really like the look of this. It could go up, could keep falling. I'd prefer it on top of some support before I even think it's a good idea of getting into. Now, moving on from that, let's check out XLM. XLM, this is what I like to see. You are on top of support. It is very easy to figure out, hey, we should not go lower than here because we held it as support. Problem you have is on the daily, you are underneath your 50 and 100 simple moving averages. This is going to be very hard to break through. This is kind of the problem. So I do think eventually you're going to test that 200 simple moving average, especially the longer we stay down here. The only benefit you have right now is the fact that you're above a level of support. That is the only benefit. So we're going to have to wait and see what this thing does, but I'm thinking 2267 is in play until further notice. In play. But how I would look at this also, I need to redraw some of these lines because we have a different downtrend than what I've been working off of. So I would like to think of it like this instead. So this gives us a lot more room, a lot more freedom to be like, okay, the top of the range, we could get all the way up to 43.74 and we're still in a downtrend. And then it's this falling megaphone pattern, so it is inherently a bullish pattern. It's just your downside potential is crazy. So we're going to have to wait and see what happens, but the longer they push this out, the worse it could be if they decided to send it down. So let's hope that's not the case. But yeah, this is what I see out of XLM. I'm feeling more bearish on it than I was before. So we're going to just wait and see if 30 cents holds. But crypto winter is here right now, I guess. I'm waiting for the White Walkers to come out. Where's the ice wall? Ready for battle. Anyways, moving on. We got Link. So Chainlink over here has lost support. That is a gosh darn shame. That is a gosh darn shame. You not only lost the support, you had the daily candle close below it. That sucks. And with this slow, grindy bleed out, this thing could come all the way down to, I would guess, somewhere around 1612, hitting this nice little apex of support levels. So if you do get into that little spot, you're expecting it to hold pretty strongly just to fly out of there. But right now, God, we are still bearish because the prices don't want to go up. Let's hope for Friday the bulls show up. Actually, let's just hope for good economic data because that's how the bulls will show up. But yeah, this thing, looking a bit rough out here, looking sparse. Same as XLM though. You're below your 50 and your 100. It's likely you're going to go test that 200 once again. Looking at your 4 hour, it just looks like meh, but you are broken out and technically backtesting. The opportunity is there. We just don't have buyers. So we need the buyers to step in. Oh, also a weird metric I saw. Apparently the vast majority of traders out there are just trading. They're not investing. So I think this is another reason why the market's acting so weird, because the market makers have full control over spot pricing. I think it's something like 70% of traders in the crypto market right now are doing futures trading while 30% are in spot. And I was like, oh God. That's not a good look because that just means liquidity grab central. So yeah, it could get a little gross out here. AVAX is next. So let's check out AVAX. AVAX is doing a really good job hanging on to support at 24.37, but your major support's sitting right below you, 21.34. Your 4 hour just, I mean, it looks like it wants to go up. It really does. But if Bitcoin goes down at all, I'll see you at 24, maybe even 15 cents. But maybe. Checking out our daily time frame, it's the lack of bullish divergence that has me worried. What I would prefer is like maybe go up to 29, come all the way down to 15, and then put in that bullish divergence. Then get a higher low and take off. That would be really nice. But we're just not getting it. We have no framework, therefore the price is funky, really funky. So let's hope and pray for $29 in the near future, but that would solely be because we are oversold on the daily. That is the only reason. It is bleak out here, to say the least. Not looking good. Not looking good. Anyways, moving right along, we have Solana. Sol, baby. Solana, you piece of shit. Alright, so Solana did a very terrible thing. The other day, you broke through 202, and then yesterday, bearish backtest and lost the supply line. Now you're underneath it, trying to hang on to 185. I mean, I know I called for a downside, but I didn't think we'd hit it. Thought we were going to stay above. Nope, I was wrong. We're going down, baby. So now we're hoping we hang on to our 200 daily moving average, and yeah, hopefully it doesn't get any worse. What would be really nice is a false bearish breakdown. Maybe we test 177 once again, but understand, we're nowhere close to being oversold. We do not have bullish divergence. We technically have hidden bullish divergence right now, but the price just needs to stay above 168.86 in order for that to be in play. So really steep stop loss that we would need to have. We need something to start wanting to buy a lot more on crypto, and it's just not happening right now. Just not happening. So we're getting these weird, awkward bounces that are stopping traders out, and then they're just falling, and it's just, it's tough out here. GFI is next. GFI, Goldfinch. So I do want to see this one, partially because I want to see it, but yeah, let's see what's going on here. Doesn't look good at all on the daily. You're just getting faded into non-relevance over here. If we can hang on to support, that would be great. But on the daily, new day, we're losing support as I speak. $9.24. Let's see what happens, but it's very likely we're going to get back down to 83.55. If we lose 83.55, well, yeah, we get to go all the way down to 44.85. Could be a rough ride. Could be a really rough ride. Let's hope that doesn't happen, but it could. It very well could. Yikes. Things are looking so bad out here. So bad. Anyways, going into H-bar. H bar. I was looking at H bar earlier, and it's kind of in the same boat. You're underneath resistance. You bearishly backtested it yesterday. You're basically just looking for this to come down to 17 cents. Like that's what you're waiting on. You are now fighting against the 100 simple moving average, hoping that you can get back above it. Likely you're not. Thank you.
Are you okay?
No, I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Love you. So yeah, H bar right now, yes, you're hanging on to the demand line, but on your daily, you're not oversold, and it just seems like it's turning into a wet noodle. So the fact that you did broke below your 100 simple moving average, and now you're bearishly backtesting it, this is a bad sign. This is a really bad sign. Even if you do push back up, you have resistance now at 25 cents. So I would be looking for support all the way down at 17 cents. We could see H bar fall down 26%. Unless the buyers step in tomorrow, this could get rough. The seas could be really rough out there. But yeah, this is the list that I wanted to bring you guys. I'm really surprised there's like no requests tonight on members night. That is absolutely wild. I mean, noted. Right now, the hype is centered around RWA. So I decided to pick out a bunch of RWA stuff or things that could be associated with RWA, as well as other things that have been in the news lately, like the guy who's in charge of XRP. He's now sitting there chatting it up with Trump. It's just like, that's cool. I guess we should check the price action. Ondo's getting bought up by World Liberty Financial and BlackRock. Yeah, let's check let's check and see what that thing looks like. Why not? But yeah, it's just the market hasn't done much. So of course, interest is gonna fall. But let's go back into this. Let's go into the 1 hour. Let's see what we got here on the one. So 1 hour, it's basically like you're finding a ton of resistance at your 200 simple moving average on Ondo, but it's trying, I guess, to go up. I don't know. These lower lows really bother me, especially this one. So it was like, oh, we double bottomed, slightly lower. Maybe we didn't. I don't know. But yeah, this might be one of the faster streams in history if there's no requests right now. And I will just eat my food and watch some anime, I guess. I don't know. Any thoughts out there from the peanut gallery? I know it's members only chat, but members, I expected you guys to talk a little bit. Looks like we're starting to go down a little bit. Damn. I want you guys to realize how low this thing can go based off what it did. Like how low Ondo could really go. This looks crazy. Like, cause this fall, that was a really big fall. Mandy coin. All right, we'll check that out. Mandy coin. But yeah, this thing could easily go down 49%. Philip, what's up? How you doing? You want Flux? Got you. Mike, take a look at Alien Base. All right, thanks, Gold Mike. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you. Peek at CRO if you like. All right, we'll do some CRO. Gotcha. Let's write these down. CRO, Flux, Mandy, coin. We got Alien Base. What is Alien Base's ticker? I'm gonna have to look up what the Alien Base's ticker is. I'm gonna have to look that up. Alright, so let's start out with CRO right now. CRO. Damn. Alright, CRO is below its level of support. This is what I didn't want to see happen, but I did say it was a possibility. That's why I gave you a bearish case. It could be falling all the way down to 6366. Ugh, yikes. Alright, let's go ahead and draw this out. Why I said that, it's because of this right here. So you did come up to a nice deep retracement. You're now falling down very slowly. Very, very slowly. Noted, if you can break this downtrending level of resistance, then you do have a chance at testing the demand line up here, which would be nice. But this is being generous, just saying you'd get down to support, sitting at 6.366. You are very low on your relative strength. You are very low on your relative strength. So basically, logic would dictate you should end up seeing a bounce, which would be really beneficial because you just came down just past that bearish 5.0, almost got to that 6.18. You could come as low as the 8.86, sitting at 8.272 before seeing some more upside. It is a possibility as well. It's just since you are underneath resistance, this is looking all sorts of bearish. Looking at your daily time frame, you are oversold also with no bullish divergence, which would indicate people are buying this. They're not buying it yet, so that's another problem you're running into. And then even if you do pop up, you have your 200 simple moving average sitting at 11,648 right now. It's not looking good, to say the least. Not looking good. Let's check your 1 hour. Let's see if we got some hope there. Okay, your 1 hour is trying to get this rounded bottom here. You could see it come up. That would be really nice. We kind of have to wait and see if you actually break back above 10,091. If you can break back above it, that would bring you in line with being able to see a lot more upside. You would then be aiming for 13,833. So let's just say you did get the breakout. Let's say it got some follow through because, follow through is so common these days. You could see a 40% move to the upside. Otherwise, I will see you down there at 6 cents. CRO not looking the best. Not looking the best. Let's check out Mandy Coin, because that was next. Mandy Coin. Okay, it's a newer one. Nope, that's Made. What's Mandy Coin? I'm sorry, Mr. Space Ripper. I can't find Mandy. We're going to move on from that. Once you can get back to me, that would help. Flux. I do know Flux. Did we do ETH and ADA? No, we did not, Rich. No, we did not. Alright, checking out Flux on the daily. You are below so much support, and you did not get that 100% retrace. I mean, I know you got an 886 at a minimum. Let's see. Do we have it? We have bullish divergence? That's good. That's really good. Space Ripper. Do I have to go to Dex Tools? I don't do that. I don't go to Dex Tools. You know that. The fake out even? Ugh, gross. Gross. But, oh no. I would anchor it from here, wouldn't I? That just doesn't look right. BTC ripping. Oh, I can tell from the whole market. Whole market looks like it's just tearing it up, going to the upside. So maybe we can squint our eyes and turn our head and hope for a falling wedge here, but that would also indicate we need another touch at the bottom. So if this is supposed to be a falling wedge, Flux could see 30 cents. Very well could see it. But you do already have the bullish divergence. What you really need to do is get back above resistance. That's kind of the biggest thing here. Looking at the 4 hour time frame. 4 hour, you have your first higher low, which is nice. We can give it some time. Maybe look at it if it gets actual DEX. Not just, FAL DEX. I don't know what FAL DEX is. What is that? FAL DEX? How new is this coin? Oh man. I did a new thing today. I decided to use AI to generate like a comic series to all of my old clients to see if they wanted to get back into the gym based off their everyday thoughts. So it's days old. Oh, okay. Well, I guess there's no point even doing it. Looking at Flux on the 1 hour, I don't like how high this relative strength is. You're sitting in the bullish control zone, but yeah, it's funny. All of them have started laughing because they're like, this is clever. I like this. All right, this not looking great because up here you had a lower relative strength than you do now. This is hidden bearish divergence. I'd be looking for downside. I would just be looking for downside. Nothing less, nothing more. Flux does look greatly set up for, oh my god, a perfect 27% move to the downside. Based off of this right here. The fact that you have upsloping relative strength with downsloping price giving you a lot of room to fall. So this looks really bad. Really, really bad. So 27% downside move could be coming. But at least you'd be testing 30 cents. So that would be positive. But Flux, I would put in a short. I would have a stop loss right at 4223. I'd put that stop loss right there. What's the percentage here? 5%. So I could put a 15x leverage on this bad boy and let it ride. 27% downside would be my target. That's tough. That's really tough. I might want to actually do that later. We'll see. All right, let's check out Alien Base. I gotta look it up. Hold on. Alien Base. ALB. Got it. ALB. Can't do that. ALB. Alien Base Token. Here we go. There we go. We found it. Alrighty. Let's check this thing on the weekly. Weekly does not look bad at all. Not bad at all. Very nice. Let's see if it looks as good on the daily. Let's find out. On your daily, that just oof. No way you did that. Oh, it's slightly lower. No. I gotta zoom in for this one. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's bearish as shit on the daily. Hidden bearish divergence on the daily. Holy fuck. This could go down a lot more. A lot more. This is not good. So what I mean by this is basically you have a situation like, let's even go from back here up like this. Let's see where that started. Yeah. Extremely low on relative strength. Very high on relative strength. You're going down, Buster Brown. You're going down. That's too bad, actually. That's really too bad. Because you would go like the entirety of the move. This thing could get devastated. Oh my god, this thing could really get devastated. Based off your daily time frame, you could trade anywhere. I would be aiming for the 61% downside at the 1272, because that would coincide with a lot more of your trading action over here. But it is a possibility for you to come all the way down 91%, getting back to this trading range back here. That is a possibility. I would monitor this and see what it's doing, but that daily hidden bearish divergence, that's a killer. That you don't want that. That's really, really bad. What would be nice is if you just set a higher low and then you break to the upside and then break this high so you can cancel it out. That would be really nice. But yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see on this one. This doesn't look good to me. This looks really bad to me. 4 hour, do you have any hope? fuck? Bearish divergence. Holy shit. You're waiting for a lower high. Oh, God. Yeah, they're selling this thing off bad. They're selling this off bad. Even as a scalp trade, you're going to be looking for this thing to go down back to support. I mean, dang. This might take a few days or a week, but 31% downside at a minimum is what you're looking at. Damn. That one looks really bad. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and check out Ethereum and ADA. Ethereum is just being a do-nothing bitch. That's all it's doing. Just doing nothing. A whole lot of nothing. You got these massive buys in the background, and the price went down. So they are still manipulating the fucking shit out of Ethereum. Eventually it should go up because, you know, billionaires, they don't like to look stupid. So they are accumulating a lot at these levels. I honestly can't tell you what direction it's going to go because I know what the news is. But this, you fell down, you're going sideways. This is bearish consolidation. You would expect it to come down even further. Anywhere between 1784 and 1334. That is the expectation that they are painting right here. We'll see if it happens. We'll see. This thing looks just terrible. You're sitting in neutral territory on the 4 hour, and you're not oversold on the daily. So you could fall. And you lost your 200 simple moving average on the daily as well. Not good. Not good. All right, moving on to ADA. ADA hit that oversold territory. You're still underneath your 150 simple moving averages on the daily. You're trying to catch some bids, but the problem you have here, you bearishly back tested 78.35, and then you've been stuck in this downtrend. This shows you're more than likely coming back down to 56.79, but noted, no bullish divergence has formed. So you could even come as low as 36 cents, which I know I said it when it took off. I was like, it didn't even back test 36 cents. No one wanted to believe me. Everybody said I was crazy. You could go down there. It is a possibility now. It is a definite possibility now. It might take a while, but you could get down to 36 cents because guess what? All you did was shoot out of there. You never back tested it as support. I know it was the most unpopular opinion back then because everybody was hyper bullish. But now, even if you come to an 886, you got 43.43 sitting down here. It would still be considered a back test of this range back here. Yeah, I bet you guys aren't thinking I'm crazy anymore. So let's just say maybe we come down to 46.34. Maybe we get a wick down to that 886 and pop back up. I don't know. We got to start catching some bids so I can stop being so bearish on this. We got to get back above 78 cents so I can stop being so bearish. But as of right now, this is not looking good for ADA. Not looking good. Looking at our 4 hour. 4 hour. You are trending up in your relative strength while falling in price. The bullish divergence is there. It is there. People are accumulating. We should see a pop to the upside. We could see this thing move up to $1.231, but buyers need to buy. Could be a 40% move if buyers just show up. That's all you got to do. But yeah, that's ADA. So it's looking tough. Looking tough out here. We're out here just panhandling on the side of the road, hoping for some bids. We need to get the meme coins out there. Like get a Tally meme coin, but the Tally that tried cocaine. Yeah, that one. Like, come on, man. I'll suck your, you see that episode. That's the one I'm talking about. Just like, ugh, this is tough. Tough times. I know this thing is like, it's like, oh, the market's in the green. 3%? That's not really in the green. It's a rounding error in crypto. If BTC decides to go back to 100K and challenge all-time highs, ADA will rip back without a backtest? I mean, possibly. Do you think we will see a bump when people start getting tax returns in March? Yes. I do think we will see a bump in it with the tax returns, but I really do. I'm starting to really think next year, or maybe going into Q4 of this year, I think that's when we're going to start like our alt season. That's when we're going to start our really like, let's blow this bitch up, like go crazy. So I think that's when that's going to happen, because that's when some of the effects that Trump's trying to put in place right now, they should start coming. So like there should be more jobs. There should be, noted, I'm saying should. We haven't seen anything yet. So it needs to start happening, because let's face it, the average American out here, they're struggling. The average person around the world is struggling. So it's like, we kind of need them to have money in order to pump these prices. Otherwise, I'm going to keep doing things like this where I'm shorting OM. And yeah, I'm just going to keep on shorting. Because if retail's not here to pump prices, hey, it looks like they're trying to pump Ondo, though. Looks like they're trying to pump Ondo right now. So Ondo has a possibility of moving up. Maybe all that institutional buying is going to pay off. So the bullish case on Ondo right now, I'm going to give it to you guys. If we can get that breakout, because of all the random hype, maybe it's going to get cycled into. We could see $1.86 to even $2.03. This is a possibility for Ondo, just to keep it on your radar. I'm not willing to trade this, but you could see at least a 34% move to the upside from where it's at right now. CCI indicator / what would be your stochastic RSI. It's showing the 1 hour would be at the top and needing to come down, but who knows? Maybe you get some weird price action and it pops up there. Who knows? But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. All right, everyone. Well, you guys have let me off extremely easy tonight. The market is dumping in preparation for spike in unemployment. Elon unlawfully firing government employees. I don't know if he's unlawfully firing them, because technically he is working for the government right now, and that is his actual job. I don't know if he's unlawfully doing that. Yeah, Trump gave him some pretty good powers by devising Doge as an agency for government efficiency. So I don't know if he is. Can you show me how you properly short a crypto? I don't know about properly, but what I do normally is when I come in here, I like to market buy, because I'm not planning on being in the trade very long, but I would just basically do something like this, just bring it all in, and I just open short. That's all I do. After you open the short, you then come to this area and this area. So I always start with the stop loss. Click right here, you put in what you want your stop loss to be, and then what I do is you're going to sell off everything if the stop loss is hit, because I don't want anything left in there. But then I put in profit taking. This is where you can actually put in where you think the price is going to go. So then you end up just putting in the price. And for me, I like to sell it all off. Sometimes, if I'm going for more of a swing trade, I'll have levels that I'm selling off. So then it'll be like, oh, sell 50% here, sell 25% here, 25% here. So it's like, it depends on how you want to do it. But yeah, it's basically just like taking out a long. Instead of hitting open long, you open a short. But yeah, Gold Mike. Hopefully that explanation answered you. I guess that's kind of a hard one for me to explain. I never realized that would be hard to explain. But yeah, when jobs data comes out like in 2 months, oof, we're going to see what these layoffs look like. Then it's going to be like, hey, Fed, you want to lower some rates or what? Because the unemployment rate should just jump. It should jump straight up. So it's like, dang. But yeah, unemployment should jump. It really should. But yeah, I don't know if that is considered unlawful though. I need to look into that. I actually don't know. Because I thought that Trump devised the Doge as a government entity. I could be wrong. I don't know. I will be doing some research. I probably after stream. I kind of want to know now. Is it unlawful? But yeah, we'll see a little bump in tax refund season. We'll also see like autos. Normally they get a bump, but right now automakers. Oh, by the way, if you guys are looking to buy a car, this summer might be the time. This summer, because a lot of automakers are lowering their MSRP because they haven't been able to sell cars. And one of my clients told me apparently a really good place to buy vehicles is Colorado and Wyoming. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Porky, give yourself a laugh and watch the video I just posted in Discord. You were rolling? Oh, that's been gold? I used to be a crazy conspiracy theory. I'll check it out. Hi there. Was hoping you would get a moment if you could evaluate stacks. Sure, we'll check out stacks. So STX, gotcha. STX. It's kind of in the same boat. Kind of looks like dog shit. I'd expect it to get down to 68.8. Unless you can get a breakout. I would expect that. That's bleak. Ugh. Oh my gosh. Just keeps on falling, doesn't it? Let's go out to the daily. Let's see if you got anything to work off. No, you don't. You're just getting oversold. Just oversold. You're in the hopes of a bounce. Oh my goodness. You don't even have like a chance at hidden bullish divergence. Not even a chance. No bullish divergence to speak of at all. Oh, we're so oversold. Last time we were getting this oversold was back here. Oh my goodness. Thank you. No problem. Nobody knows. Yeah, you fell below resistance. You bearishly backtested it for 2 days, and now you're falling. So you're expecting to come down to 688. Could see a bit more downside. I'm saying could because noted you also could catch a bounce, but your bearish case, what you would be looking for is 25% downside. In the hope of optimism, you would get a break to the upside and backtest of support at $1.06. Careful buying order vehicles from cold places. The salt on the road causes rusty undercarriage. Learned that one the hard way. Really? I didn't know that. So I knew that about like if you try to get a used car and it's by the ocean, it's usually shitty. If it's been on the lot for more than 6 months, you don't want it. It's really bad. Shikoi. Oh man, yeah, it's not looking good. But no, it's because of the salt in the air. Like it destroys the vehicle. It's absolutely insane. So even if like let's say you make it, let's say this bull run, you hit all your goals, you're a millionaire. If you get a house by the beach, make sure there's a garage. You have to store your cars in a garage. It's really bad. That was something I never realized, and my dad was telling me about it. He was like, "Oh yeah, never get a used car by the beach. They're terrible. They're terrible vehicles." I was like, "Really?" But yeah, it rusts out everything, just everything. I was like, "Oh, not just the undercarriage, rusts out the engine, rusts out every part of the vehicle." And you're like, "Damn, that's crazy." Yeah. All right, I am now in rambling mode. So, with that being said, I do appreciate each and every one of you for coming out here. I need to do some research on if Doge is unlawful in their firing of people. I also need to watch that Aspen Gold video. But other than that, guys, I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully we get some decent news out of the unemployment data and the non-farm payrolls I think is coming out, or the ADP report. I forgot. I'm going to find out. But yeah, let's pray that we have some good market movement. So many times I flip from spot to futures, and I cannot believe it is the same coin. That's pretty funny. I don't want to be a past, I swear. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. Is she coin a Wait, nobody knows. Is she coin like an actual token? I'm sorry. Some of these things I have no idea what they are. Are you talking about shitcoin? Was hoping you could do bonk. Pretty please. Sorry, be a pest. No, we can do bonk. No problem. Please do. He goes hard. Let me know what you think. Well, anytime Asmon Gold starts going crazy, I think it's hilarious. Honestly, I really do. I've never seen somebody like that outspoken when it looks like you can't fight. I've never seen that before. So he makes me laugh a lot. 40 viewers, only 20 likes. Come on. We got 32 viewers. It's fine though. I did just kind of sign off too, but looking at Bonk right now, you're low. You are low. You're sitting on top of support. You're oversold. You're hoping for a bounce, but you still could see lower prices. So the fact that you haven't gotten a bounce yet and are about to get a death cross, making me think Bonk. You could be coming all the way down anywhere between 1375 and even as low as 1119. Yes, sir. What's up, Porky? Would you love to check into XRP and why it dipped to 178 February 2nd and if it would do this again? Yeah, we'll go check out XRP again real quick. But yeah, so Bonk looking terrible, oversold. Looking at the 4-hour time frame, you're probably getting some form of bullish divergence. No, it's no bullish divergence to speak of. You're just oversold and hoping that you catch a bounce. If you do, your bullish case coming up to 2287. Otherwise, I'll see you much lower, probably at 1119. There was 40 when I wrote the comment. That's fair. That's fair. So yeah, Bonk, it's looking like the rest of the market. If Bitcoin starts to rally, you're going to see this thing rip to the upside. You're going to be like, oh wow, this thing's going. And it probably won't even stop right here, but your bullish case right now, 32% upside. Has a lot of work to do before you can see that. Not just that. It's also been completely overheated, and the XRP army has been hyping it up. So guess what Wall Street likes to do after pumping something? Dump it on retail's head. That's exactly what they like to do. Rising wedge pattern, you still didn't move low enough. You could be seeing price coming down to 155.93, or you could even get as low as 128.97. I'm going to say it for the record again, because it's not the first time. Would not surprise me in the least if we see XRP at 58 cents. Wouldn't surprise me in the least. It just might take a while to get down there. Ban? Sure, we'll check out Ban. Would you be able to look at ENA if it hasn't been done yet? Sure, we'll check out ENA. Alright. But yeah, hopefully that helps you out in that, but I have very little hope for XRP. If you come down to 58 cents and all of the XRP army stops talking, because apparently they're still talking on TikTok. They're live streaming, talking about this is the future, guys. We had a guy in here yesterday. 4 days, you're going to see it at $6. When we get rid of those people, maybe we go up. But until then, you could see a lot more downside. A lot more. Measured move is to get down to 143.9. Measured move. Should have got off when could have. I should have. But hey, it's fine. This is for you guys tonight. This is for everybody who helps support the channel. I'm here to answer what I can. So, checking out Ban. Bans on bans. I'm being serious here. XRP Army, they're in full force right now, and it's frustrating to say the least. Because I'm like, how many of you are new to the space? Because I feel like it's a lot. I mean, remember a few weeks ago, that guy who was talking about, oh, I have a 5-year plan for investing in XRP? It's like, oh, no, don't do it. But yeah, anyways. Right now, wow, Ban is doing really good. That's a surprise. Ban's breaking a bunch of support or resistance. Sheesh. Currently just broke another level. Damn. Thanks, Porky. I want to flip it. No problem, man. No problem. But no, it's all the hype that's behind it. So retail is probably still buying into XRP, and that's why the market makers, they haven't dumped it yet. But a lot of these other altcoins, yeah, no, they weren't worth holding. They just weren't. What is this price action? This is literally just you were oversold. This is an oversold bounce, and you're now getting hidden bearish divergence. Awesome. I love to see it. We could continue going down. That's so bad. Oh wow. Wow. Look at the hidden bearish divergence with bearish divergence. You don't see that too often. You really don't. That's special. That's really special. I like that. Maybe the bearish divergence can carry you even further. Just maybe. So the expectation of where band should go, the expectation is you'd get up to 10-11. What you'd really want to do, though, is clear this high. If you can clear this high, it'll cancel out the hidden bearish divergence that was just formed from this. So let's hope that you clear the high. You got 3 hours and 22 minutes to start getting it done. So hopefully this thing just flies. And noted, you don't even find any sort of resistance till you get to 1134. So if this thing does start flying, that's what I'd be aiming at, that 1134. 1119, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. There's a possibility of 56% more upside. Considering the rest of the market's not moving, it has the capability, it has the will, it might even have the stamina. We'll see. Otherwise, I'll see you back down at 495 eventually, and then more than likely 294. More than likely going down there. I think XRP is kind of unicorn right now because of how much press it got. So it ain't gonna act like a normal crypto. It's too overhyped. I think right now the overhyped coin is Ondo. I think Ondo has all the hype right now. XRP is just, I don't think most people realize it's literally always in the news. It never goes out of the news. It's always in the news. Because if they're not talking about their quote-unquote XRP ledger, the new innovation, which I don't know how they did that, but then they're talking about their new banking partners. And if they're not talking about the banking partners, they're now talking about we're burning coins. They figure out a way to stay in the news at all times, and for some reason, they just really know how to not move. Ondo 2 now, yeah. I mean, I'm combing through the news every day now because I need TikTok content, which, do you know how hard it is not to talk about Trump all the time? Honestly, the people covering the Trump stuff, they're lucky. Trump, he's just in the news nonstop. Whether they hate him or like him, it's content nonstop. It's like, damn, that's crazy. Hey, Trump, you want to start talking about crypto some more? Maybe you want to turn Gaza into a crypto city, you know? Like, do something like that so I can talk about you? No, not at all. Okay, fine. Yeah, fuck me. That's fine. No big deal. All right, anyways, 4-hour time frame. Is this higher? You're trying to put in bullish divergence. Trying. I just meant the SEC lawsuit. People see it as they beat Big Bad Gary. I mean, sort of. I think it's still in the appeals section of the website. So, I didn't check. But that's what I'm told. All right, so basically this one, you're losing support right now. You're hoping to catch a bounce on ENA. Let's go ahead and check the daily. Daily time frame, you just recently lost your 200 simple. Even if you come up, I would expect a bearish backtest. So give it some time. I'll see you at 20 cents for ENA. Give it some time. 20 cents. Maybe you catch a bounce before that. If you do catch a bounce, look for shorts. Sup? Doge? You want some Doge, Jin? We'll check out some Doge. But yeah, ENA, not pleasant. Not pleasant. Losing support is a really big problem. Real big problem. Even if you argued your support was down here at 48.53, you had a daily candle close below it. They're really making sure you're losing support here on ENA. So I would be expecting ENA to come all the way down to 20 cents again. Next up, 32.28. You have an opportunity of catching some bids. Maybe even 37.78. You have an opportunity. We have to wait and see. But ENA, more downside could be coming. It's just altcoins are looking kind of hyper bearish right now. Hold on, there are two people named Jin in here? Yes, there are. There are two, and they both happen to be members. I feel ultra special. I was just hoping one of them would be Jin Woo. But here we are. Jin Woo doesn't show up. Jin Woo's out there fighting all the shadow demons. Just not fair. It's just not fair. Looks like the bearish case is starting to play out that we talked about back on February 4th. So just 2 days ago, I mentioned how Doge could be coming down to 18 cents. Looks like that is going to happen. Looks like it. That's right. Jin was first. But there was no Woo. Anybody watch Solo Leveling? You know exactly what I said. You know what I said. Alright, this is our downtrend right now on Doge. Let's see it go. 18 cents. I'll see you there. Unless something changes. All we need is Elon to talk about, like, hey, the US is using Dogecoin instead of a penny. That would be interesting, you know? I think that would be the only way Doge gets out of this perpetual downside. Trump had a reawakening. Nah, it's not a reawakening. It was a falling wedge. Should be getting up to, I think it was like $34 or $39. Something like that, which I also don't understand why people are buying it. Doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense. But alright, guys. I'm going to eat some dinner. I'm going to get on out of here. We made it over an hour. I feel good about it. I appreciate you guys for coming out. Thanks for all the requests. You guys are amazing. But looks like we got to wait for the economic data tomorrow, and who knows, maybe we'll finally get the flush that I'm looking for out of this market. Just get us down to whatever level people need it at to start buying in. But until then, we are just not bullish right now. Just not bullish. No, I meant a Solo Leveling joke. Oh, okay, I got you. Arise. Oh, man. Oh, just to look in on my short. We're winning. Golly. We're up 23% on the trade. Damn, brother. All right, guys. I'm going to head on out of here. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful night's sleep. Remember, that data comes out super early in the morning. So be ready for some crazy volatility really early in the morning. So get a good night's rest. Be ready for Friday. The end of the week is here. Can you believe it? We're there. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Deuces. Keep those stop losses tight. I'll catch you later. Ondo's coming down, by the way. Great time to short it. You hit overhead resistance. Short that S.